Hello, this is Gina D'Addario, and today I would like to talk with you a little bit about an important concept from yoga philosophy called Raga. Raga has the potential to seriously obstruct our happiness and our ability to generate peace and equanimity under normal circumstances, but it is especially potentially dangerous to us in these current times in the reality of COVID-19. So here we go. Raga is one of the 5 kleshas. This is introduced to us in Chapter 2 of the Yoga Sutras. Patanjali gives us a list of 5 kleshas, which are obstacles to our peace and happiness. And one of them is called Raga. Raga is defined as thirst in Sanskrit, and its meaning is a thirst or an intense desire for pleasurable experiences, predominantly associated with sense experiences like eating, drinking, sex, gambling, shopping, things that we do that can often become self-soothing behaviors, and things that are essentially a fleeting and sensory material experience. Now, there's nothing wrong with enjoying things like delicious food or beautiful music or any of these other things. But raga implies a fixation and an attachment to those things, a need to experience those pleasurable things in order to be happy or content. Now, one of the main characteristics of sense experiences is that they are only temporary. They cannot really generate the lasting and permanent deep kind of happiness and peace that comes from inner quiet, inner calm, and from pursuing different yoga practices to achieve that state. It can be enjoyable in the moment, and if you have the ability to enjoy something and then detach from it and move on, then you're probably doing okay. But for many of us, it's very common where certain things that we really enjoy become not just a moment of enjoyment, but become a pursuit in our life, and that we spend a lot of time and energy trying to experience this more, trying to chase it, to achieve it, and we attach our ability to be happy on having or experiencing this thing. Now, one of the problems with this is that it can be very distracting and time-consuming to pursue these things rather than maybe other responsibilities we have in our lives, or even just the opportunity to pursue activities that can help us achieve genuine peace and genuine inner happiness. The other thing about raga, or the pursuit of these sense experiences and these pleasures, is that you can never really permanently fulfill the need or the desire for it. You can eat a delicious meal, but eventually you're going to want that again. You're going to want the taste of it and the experience of it. And the more and more you pursue it, the more and more you're going to need to satisfy that. And eventually, because you can never really, truly, fully satisfy yourself through that sense experience, you may start to resent that thing that you used to like. The thing that you used to love and be so attracted to and drawn to may eventually create a feeling of aversion for that because you cannot have it. And the suffering that you have experienced, either in its pursuit or in the inability to really satisfy that need, can actually end up in you not wanting to have anything to do with the thing that you were once so drawn to. The final reason that raga is so problematic for us right now in this current moment, in the reality of COVID-19 and the public health crisis that we are experiencing, is that raga oftentimes is experiences that right now are really not safe. And your pursuit of raga, of fulfilling that desire you have, may not only cause yourself suffering within your life, as we discussed earlier, for dvesha or other types of dissatisfaction, but it can literally be life or death to you or to people around you. And so that's why right now in particular, it's especially important that we really examine and look at and understand the things we enjoy and the things we want to pursue and the things we all miss so badly and desperately, and really examine what kind of benefit will it provide me to pursue that thing, and is that benefit really worth the potential risk my pursuit of it will pose to myself or others. For instance, going out to restaurants and eating indoors. That can be a pretty risky proposition these days. I know the health advice is changing often on what are really safe and unsafe things, but if you look at the basics of spending considerable amounts of time indoors with people in poorly ventilated areas, restaurants kind of fit that bill. And while I personally love eating a great meal out at a great restaurant, and while I also feel a great deal of sorrow and pain for those employed in the hospitality and restaurant industry and what this means for them, I have to always stop and consider, is the enjoyment I might get from this meal worth the potential risk to my life and the life of those around me by pursuing this? There are many, many things in this world that we all enjoy. We all have something that we really desperately and dearly miss and want to do so badly. Whether it's restaurants, whether it's going out and having a drink at a bar with friends, whether it's going to a sporting event or a concert or some other performance, there are many things that are genuinely nourishing to us and that we really enjoy, even when we can enjoy them in a non-raga kind of state, that at this moment in time, we actually do create a great deal of risk for ourselves and those around us by pursuing those experiences. So I would ask you, for the sake of yourself and your own mental well-being, to have a greater sense of awareness of your raga. What are the things that you feel really intensely drawn to do and to experience because you like them, you love them, you enjoy them so much? Notice those times and just take a brief pause to examine, am I pursuing this because this is something I'm just going to enjoy in the moment that I know is a fleeting experience, but in this moment will be something I like? Or am I pursuing something that I have a greater attachment to, a deeper need to experience in order to feel that I am happy or whole and complete? So examine that. That's something we should do all the time in any situation when we feel really intensely drawn to something, because the more we understand the raga and the more we understand what we're really attached to, we will be able to better detach and also have a healthier relationship with pleasurable experiences that can be really simple in the moment kind of things. But right now in particular, I really ask you all to ask yourselves, will the pursuit of this thing, this experience, this whatever, in this moment, is there any way that the pleasure and the benefit I will receive out of it outweighs the potential risk that I create by doing it? Because the simple fact is, the more we are out in the world, the more we are exposed to each other, the more risk we have of spreading COVID-19. And while we are getting much better at treating it, it's still a very serious risk to many people, and there's a lot we don't know about it yet. So for the sake of yourself, for the sake of all those around you, I hope that you can take a little moment in your day to reflect on raga, how that influences your life, and how you can approach it in a way that not only benefits your own inner peace and well-being, but the health and safety of everyone around you. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful, safe, and healthy day, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Namaste.